Hey everyone, it has been quite some time since I posted on this channel at all. I promise I am not totally disappeared from the face of the earth. I have just been a little bit overwhelmed and overstimulated and just kind of needed to take a step back. But I think one of the best things that you can do when you are feeling overwhelmed and overstimulated is actually get back into your hobbies and get back into the things that you really enjoy. So that's what I'm trying to do here. And I want to share with you all, this is going to be a small, quick, short video because I don't have a ton, but I want to share with you all some of my favorite purchases of 2025. Some of it was gifted in PR, some of them I've purchased. It's a nice little blend. So I'm excited to share. I have like everything from clothing items to shoes to makeup to skincare to purses, even a little like some electronics. So my goal is to really not purchase much else this year. I think I have enough. I think for right now, I do have enough. All of that said, let's get into it. I'm gonna start with shoes. I only have 3 pair that I want to share with you. My first favorite pair are the pair of shoes I'm actually wearing today, which are the Margiela Tabbies. I know that this is a quite polarizing shoe for a number of reasons. I have wanted a pair of Tabbies for years and years, but I just never made the purchase. This is actually a very cultural style of shoe that originated in Japan. I always say that the Margiela Tabby is actually a dupe because this style of shoe originated in Japan in the 15th or 16th century or something like that. The shoe is so comfortable, but I finally went ahead and purchased it. I got mine from Net-a-Porter, and to be honest, this is probably my number 1 favorite purchase of 2025. Not only are they just really chic and classic and easy, but these are quite literally the most comfortable pair of flats that I own. I could walk so far in this shoe. I'm also somebody, I have small bunions on my feet. They're genetic. A lot of people in my family also have them. So the split toe for me is also quite functional. It's just really comfortable. But I think it just adds a really chic element to any outfit that you wear. They pair well with basically everything. I'll put a little video here of me wearing them with a couple of different outfits. This is my outfit today. I have on these COS black pants, this belt from Madewell, and this blue wool sweater from COS too. And I paired it with the Tabbies, and I love it. I have my next shoe here. I am a big secondhand luxury shopper. I love the Real Vestiaire, local vintage shops. I love all types of stuff. I was actually on the Real looking for a pair of Manolo Blahniks. I really wanted a colorful, fun pair of mules. I came across this absolutely gorgeous pair of Miu Miu mules. I've never owned a pair of shoes like this. The patent leather is just so pretty, such good quality. I love this pearl detail buckle. They're really easy to walk in. They're great. One thing about me, I'm going to wear my stuff. I've worn these so many times with so many different outfits. I wear them with jeans. I dress them up. I dress them down, skirts, pants. I've worn them with shorts. If I can find a couple outfits, I'll put them up on the screen. But I am just such a fan of this shoe. I just think that they're fun, and I think if there's been a theme for me with my style in 2025, it's just a rediscovery, because for years and years and years, I've been incredibly minimal with my style. No color, minimal jewelry, minimal makeup. Not because that was my actual style, but because I was not confident in my ability to style something more. And don't get me wrong, I'm still very much a neutral color, clean lines type girl. But I am being a little bit more adventurous, specifically with my accessories, and I felt like this shoe was really great. In a very subtle way, it just kind of adds another element of interest to your outfits. Last pair of shoes, I scored and got the Nike and Jacquemus Moon shoe. This collaboration was just so much fun, seriously. It is such a good shoe. I really love the sole of the shoe. I really scored because I posted this on TikTok and I got a flood of comments of people telling me that they couldn't get it, but I got mine somehow 2 days before they actually released. So I feel very lucky and very blessed that I got these. Okay, let's do bags. There are 2 bag purchases that I made this year. The first one being the Loewe Pebble. I adore this bag. I think it's so sleek and chic. And I have to say, I do really love the Pebble. The Pebble does come off and the strap is adjustable in length. I like a shorter strap personally with this bag. I actually got it from the Real. It was in excellent condition. So this is my preferred way to carry this bag, but it also does have a long strap. So I'm not really a long strap or like crossbody girl, but I would wear this over top like a trench coat or over top like a larger coat. I would go ahead and strap it around my body. But usually my preference is to carry a bag by the shorter handle. So the second bag that I have is the Coach Empire 34. I also have my little snail charm attached. Let me show you. But this is just like a stunning, gorgeous bag. I think that there are so many different ways you can carry this. Oh. Yeah, you can just kind of wrap it around your shoulder. Could carry it like this. Could kind of carry it like that. I love it. I adore this general shape and style of bag across several brands. Like, I love the Alaïa Latecolle. I think it's so chic. I feel like everyone knows, and there's been a real resurgence in conversation around just how good Coach's leather is, because I also have the Brooklyn 39, I think it is. I'll post a video of myself somewhere carrying that bag. And Coach's leather and just material and quality is just so good. And I am excited that there's been sort of a resurgence in conversation about just how good it is, because the quality and the craftsmanship is just there. Okay, I got this brown suede blazer from Madewell in PR, but before I had even received it in PR, I had been eyeing it forever. I'm gonna post a video of me here trying this blazer on with several different outfits while I talk about it, but it is seriously such a good blazer. It's so heavy, it's thick. The craftsmanship is just, no pun intended, it's just made so well. The lining is really good quality. I always tell people, like, if you are in the market for really good basics, try Madewell. Like, if you need a really good blazer, if you're in the market for really good quality shirts that you can keep for a long time, that you don't have to worry about the neckline rippling or becoming incredibly discolored, Madewell. Seriously. So another favorite of mine in terms of clothing are actually the pants that I'm wearing right now. They are these black slacks from COS. I'm going to post another video of me wearing them. I was in need of a pair of black slacks that were flowy, still really well structured, long enough. I'm 5'7", and I could, again, what's big for me, because I don't like to overconsume, I don't like to shop too much, what's big for me are pieces that can be easily dressed up and dressed down. By the way, I am going to link everything down below just in case you're interested in anything I'm talking about. Okay, let's kind of shift gears a little bit, because I want to talk a little bit about makeup and skincare. I don't have a ton of products. I tried to really think about, like, what are the things that really stand out to me. I might do a part 2 to this, but I wanted to keep this short and sweet. Okay, let's start with makeup. This Makeup Forever HD Skin Face Essentials palette has been such a lifesaver for me for when I travel and I need to really condense what I'm bringing. So on one side you have blushes, and on the other you have skin. I am somebody who's typically incredibly skeptical of palettes, particularly face palettes, because I'm like, the coverage typically isn't there, the colors are limited and often strange. They don't last long. This dispelled all of those preconceived notions that I had about face palettes. I use these blushes and all of these colors all the time. Transparently, I don't use this for foundation, but I do use it for concealer, especially again when I'm traveling, which I've done so much this year. I do use a regular foundation or skin tint if I wear it, but to be honest, most of the time I don't wear foundation. I'm just doing concealer, bronzer, blush. I've been using this for a while now, and honestly, it's still so good. This is a must for travelers or for people who just don't want a lot of stuff. It's all here. It's all here. Next, I have another Makeup Forever product. It is the Artist Color Crayon, and this is in the color Smoky Mauve. I was told by a lot of people on TikTok that my skin tone would really pop with mauve colors. So I've been on a mauve kick, and I went to go get this blush, and honestly, I do not regret it. Let me see if I can swatch this for you. It is just it's such a gorgeous color. Like, look how pretty that is. And it's silky and smooth. It's not just a blush. You can also, this is a multi-use stick, so you can use it for your lip product, blush, eyeshadow. You can really do whatever you want with this. Dare I say it almost has like a blurring effect too. When I put it on, I feel like my skin just looks so smooth and fresh and pretty. Last for makeup, I have two products. So I went viral on TikTok talking about an experience that I had with a makeup artist over dinner. I will post it here. I went out to dinner the other night and there was a makeup artist there, and somehow the topic of lip combos came up. She was basically saying how most black and brown clients that come to her, like if they want a neutral, natural lip, it's pretty automatic that she'll reach for a brown liner. She's like, but there are some black and brown clients, she can tell immediately that a pink liner will probably suit them better. She immediately looked at me and she said, you're a really good example of someone who would probably reach for a pink liner or a pinkish liner before a brown. I have been talking about forever how I've been having such a hard time getting my lip combos to look good. Always just look a little bit off. It would look fine, but there would be something about them that I feel like just would not flatter me well, and I would always use a brown liner. And I have so many different shades, brands. I do have a couple that I'm like, okay, this looks pretty good, but just a couple. It has to be like the perfect application and layering for it to look right. So when she said that, I thought about that and I was like, can you elaborate as to why I might be a better candidate for a pink liner versus a brown? And at the time I had on minimal makeup. I think I had on like concealer and maybe some chapstick. Like I didn't have on any like substantial makeup. And she was like, basically, she's like, your natural lip color is incredibly pink. She's like, also your coloring. She's like, what I sometimes find with clients with like a similar-ish coloring to you is that sometimes, unless you get the perfect shade of brown, she said, sometimes it looks like a halo of scarring around your mouth versus a lip liner. When she said that, it immediately a light bulb went off, because that's exactly what my lip liner often looks like. I have so many brown lip liners because I've just spent so much time trying to find the right one, and now I'm like, whoa, wow. I got so many recommendations to try MAC Plum lip liner, and it's actually what I'm wearing right now. I had coffee and it's sort of worn off. But honestly, it's really flattering. And I've just been pairing it with this clear matte gloss, which is not really clear anymore and kind of gross the more I think about it. But honestly, it's so good. It is the best lip liner that I've found to date. If you have other recommendations about what I could try, let me know in the comments. Okay, skincare. So I have two products. I said 2025 was the year that I became a Makeup Forever girl, and 2025 is also the year that I became a Dermalogica girl. I have been loving the Dermalogica Retinol and also the Dermalogica Vitamin C. I really think that these products have transformed my skin. My skin is in such good health right now and in such better shape. I also made a TikTok about this. One thing that I shared in that TikTok is what I think really helped transform my skin was a 30-minute consultation with an esthetician. And she basically just talked to me for 30 minutes. She had me answer all of these questions. She took a look at photos of my skin, and then she sent me all types of recommendations about what she thinks I should do for my skin. Go watch that TikTok. I'll leave it down below, where I just kind of walk through all of the products that I use in my skincare routine. But I really think, when I think about what has really, really transformed my skin, I do think it is these two products, along with my red light therapy mask, which I did not make that purchase in 2025. I made that in 2024. This retinol, honestly, I have used 2 other retinols before I used this one. So I didn't just jump to this. Had I known what I know about it now, maybe I would have. But this is definitely the best over-the-counter retinol I think I've ever used. This is definitely the best vitamin C that I've ever used, but I will say this is the most consistent in my life that I've ever been with a vitamin C. I would always use them kind of sporadically, but I've been using this one every single morning, along with my favorite SPF. If you go watch that video, you'll see what all of those products are. Okay, last but not least, I have 3 tech products that I want to share. I'm not like a tech wizard. I don't know a ton about technology. But I do like cameras, and I do like tech in general. So these Bose headphones I actually received in PR, and they are so good. And these have replaced my Apple AirPod Maxes for a few reasons. Number one, there's a corded option, which I really like. I use my adapter for my phone. I personally like a cord, and they're just far more comfortable, in my opinion, than my AirPod Maxes. They also have a noise canceling feature. I travel a lot, and for longer flights, I just find that these are so much more comfortable on my head. I find that with the AirPod Maxes, sometimes I have a headache after, which I don't love. I also prefer the material around the ear ring for this. The AirPod Maxes are like a cloth material. I do not love that. These ones feel easy to sanitize and just keep clean. So if you are in the market for some new over-the-head headphones, I definitely recommend giving these Bose headphones a try. Again, everything will be linked down below. They come in a number of colors too, I believe. So the next thing is my pride and joy of a camera, my Fujifilm X106. I'm still not the best with this camera. I'm learning it. My camera is about to die. I might just finish with my iPhone. I'm still learning this camera. I will post a few photos that I've taken here. I'm still not very good. I'm not an expert, but I do my best. But this camera, I love this camera so much. It looks just like the emoji. I will put some specs about this camera down below and why people love it so much and why I love it so much. And I don't ever edit any of these photos out of these are straight from the SD card to my phone. I never edit the photos that come out of this. And honestly, I love cameras. It's just sort of a hobby of mine. I'm not good at it at all, but I still have a ton of fun with it. So if you are interested, take a look at some YouTube videos about this. I'll post a few down below. Take a look at a few TikToks. Take a look at some of the photos that I've posted, but I love this camera so much. And last, because I am trying to vlog more, I got the DJI Osmo Pocket. I love this because of all of the different attachments. You can have a little tripod situation here. You can customize the height if you want, so you can make it super small. I'm going vintage shopping today actually, and I'm gonna take this with me just so I can vlog the experience, but you can do portrait mode, landscape. It is 4K. I'm looking at this. It is a 4K camera. It does have tracking ability, so you can walk around the room and the camera will follow you. Stays charged for a really long time, which I also love. Yeah, you can also attach a mic to this very easily. I also have a ton of SD card adapters that I put right into my computer. I use Final Cut Pro to edit, but I also use my phone a lot. Sometimes I'll edit right in my phone or various apps, right in the TikTok app, whatever. But if you are looking to get into vlogging and you need something a little bit smaller, like the camera that I'm filming on right now is quite clunky. So I got this year to just kind of make the process of taking my camera out of the house a little bit easier. And honestly, 10 out of 10 recommend. I love this camera so much. But that's it. That's all I got. My camera is actually about to die, so it's gonna die again. So I hope that you stick around. I am gonna do another days in my life vlog. I'm finishing up filming now and I'm gonna finish editing that video. But yeah, hope you enjoyed and I'll see you next time.